two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. Three tight ends are out there. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
To throw again on second down. Herbert. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. Here's the Panthers punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game.
I'm going to break it.
I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 11. Here's Herbert. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Here's Patterson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, Herbert. Being chased out left. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Justin Herbert taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Panthers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Moore now to return. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Throwing is Perkins. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully. Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw is Perkins. He'll find Schwartz, complete right side. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. Touchdown! Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch the short passes, he can run under a long pass, or he can do what we saw right there, catch one and then make a big gain after the catch. And plenty to praise on the play, but this is also a bit of a breakdown defensively because you've got to be right on him when he makes the catch. Otherwise, he has the ability to really make you pay, and he does right there, picking up excellent real estate after the catch. Moore now on the return. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. Looking deep downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football. And if I'm the head coach, start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your... Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 43 yards. And the Panthers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Set to return it, here's Moore. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. They hand this off to Harris. A short gain here across the 10 to the 12. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They go play action now. Lawrence. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally. And
he's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 28-0. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. Moore now to return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Stay on attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Touchdown, Cowboys! Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Herbert's throw there complete to Myers. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. from the shotgun. Here's Herbert. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They coming off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
And he's brought down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Jordan. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
To throw again on second down. Herbert. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Jacoby Myers there to make the grab. And the Panthers continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Well, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They go play action with Lawrence. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Trey Hendrickson. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Well, it looks like they caught him off guard on second and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that works very well for them. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on third down.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 11.
And Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately...
And now the rookie's free. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys' side of the field. A big play there for Carolina. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers have got it on cruise control. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. He's going to go up top again. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the best tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now Perkins. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. And think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field,
and I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So that challenge, a successful one.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert throwing the out route incomplete. That's Myers. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator, but my goodness, what a
touchdown, Panthers! Cordell Patterson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Panthers have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cowboys.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Second and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Herbert. That's into the hands of Jacob Harris. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And again, Herbert. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Brevin Jordan in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And this will be a touchback as that's... over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Trey Hendrickson, his second sack of the night. And that's his second sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the third quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting the sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
Trying to lay one up deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Gano now to add the extra point. So they get one score back, but still a long ways to go here in this third quarter. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Still comfortably on top, third quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's Herbert. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And all the way to the opposite 48. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw complete there to Moore. Touchdown, Cowboys! Rondale Moore. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown. Scanlon saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Panthers just continue to pour it on. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. On play action, Lawrence rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And taken right at the 35. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Herbert off of play action. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And he is going to have a Panthers first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got about a yard there on 3rd and 3. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Jordan. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup there. 2nd down and 3. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. This one left side, caught by Patterson. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Back to the air. Herbert on 2nd down. This is caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Jacoby Myers, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Panthers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Point after, right down the middle. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. More now on the return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. 2nd and 10 now. It's Lawrence. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Jeff Gladney. And the Panthers are going to get it back here just past the 35. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, and this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw here, Herbert. He finds his man, complete. It's Jordan. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And some room to work. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Cordell Patterson saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game.
And the Panthers are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth quarter lead.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Set to return it. Here's Moore. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
59 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
They go play action with Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
They go play action now. Lawrence. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 10.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 25.
Partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. The one thing we both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect. There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just got to give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the 50, here's Herbert. Over the middle, he's got Myers. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown This thing is ugly. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the #1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Moore now to return. And he's going to be brought down inside the 5 at the 3. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Now the Panthers. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.